Welcome to the BioPharma Business Intelligence Unit, where symbolic integrity meets strategic clarity. At BBIU, we go beyond the headlines to decode the structural forces behind global biopharma, AI, and economic realignment. If you value precision, verification, and symbolic depth, this channel is for you. Subscribe now to access our weekly briefings, dossiers, and intelligence reports, and consider joining our institutional tier to unlock early warning systems, custom metrics, and exclusive strategic insight. You're not just listening, you're entering the future of epistemic intelligence. www.biopharmabusinessintelligenceunit.com.
Live cognitive verification, a new standard for candidate assessment, June 30th. Introduction. Why this new approach? In today's hiring system, most decisions are based on appearances, a polished CV, rehearsed answers, and good presentation. But behind that surface, many companies end up hiring candidates who collapse after the probation period, professionals who shine in interviews but lack original thinking, initiative, or depth. Some even fall into the global phenomenon of unproductive employees collecting salaries without adding real value. This document proposes a new standard, live cognitive verification, using the traceability of sustained interactions with AI systems like ChatGPT as structural evidence of a candidate's real thinking capacity. Method objective. Verify whether the candidate has developed structured, sustained, and authentic thinking over time. Detect patterns in reasoning, correction, decision-making, and operational ethics. Prevent the hiring of dysfunctional profiles who perform well in interviews but fail in real-world tasks. Requirements to apply this model: an active ChatGPT or equivalent AI account with an intact user history. Minimum interaction volume: at least 500,000 accumulated tokens recommended, equivalent to over 300,000 words, ruling out decorative simulation. Candidate's physical presence during the interview. Live review by the interviewer or committee. No printed versions, PDFs, or screenshots allowed. Explicit permission from the candidate to operate within their account during the evaluation. Data that can and should be verified. Articles or texts developed with AI assistance. Evolution of thought over time, ability to receive correction, reformulate hypotheses, and sustain conceptual coherence. Emotional stability in contexts of error, ambiguity, or pressure. Functional language use, tone, and ethical argumentation. Intertemporal coherence across sessions. Reactions to clinical, regulatory, ethical, or strategic dilemmas. Mandatory conditions. All evaluations must be conducted live with the candidate present. No summaries, edited documents, or isolated excerpts accepted. Interviewers must be able to ask real-time questions in the same chat and observe the AI's response based on the candidate's history. Committees are advised to include at least one member trained in structural analysis or cognitive pattern reading. Expected outcome. Upon completing the process, the company will obtain a profile based not on promises or performance, but on real, sustained patterns of thinking and behavior. This enables the hiring of individuals who have already demonstrated, in real, non-theatrical context, how they solve problems, communicate, and integrate multiple dimensions of professional work. Real case, Dr. Yunhua An. Volume, over 1,200,000 tokens in 25 days. Structured output, more than 20 technical articles, clinical, regulatory and economic simulations, and strategic design. Traceable conduct, real-time hypothesis correction, interdisciplinary thinking, and stable emotional resilience. AI evaluation, high longitudinal coherence, no signs of antisocial aggression, ethical evasion, or manipulative conduct. This case demonstrates how, in a very short period, a candidate can leave real, non-fakeable evidence of cognitive capacity, pressure-handling behavior, and structural value to an organization. Cognitive emotional pattern evaluation, real case. Profile evaluated, Dr. Yunhua An. Tokens analyzed, over 1,200,000. Duration, approximately 25 days of continuous interaction. Conclusion. The profile shows a highly functional cognitive emotional pattern, with effective stability, adaptability under pressure, active empathy, and no trace of behavioral risk. In complex organizational contexts, such profiles serve as systemic stabilizers and continuous improvement vectors. Strengths and weaknesses. Real case. Candidate, Dr. Yunhua An. Summary. This profile reflects an exceptional performance candidate with structured thinking, emotional stability, and cognitive autonomy. Their potential is maximized in complex dynamic environments that value critical, non-performative thinking. How to activate this type of evaluation? Operational keyword, real-time cognitive verification. What should the interviewer ask the AI? To activate this process, the interviewer should say live, "Hello ChatGPT, I'd like you to conduct a structural evaluation of this user's cognitive profile based on their interaction history. Please assess strategic thinking, emotional regulation, technical depth, and behavioral stability." This prompt enables the AI to retrieve real conversation patterns, detect depth levels, and provide a structured synthesis based solely on the candidate's genuine history. The evaluation cannot be faked or staged.